New. Okay, I'm just gonna start. We're just gonna go. Here is the Raspberry Pi. We have it in stock, single unit. Go. Next up, rainbow cable.
Yeah, hold on. This cable I gotta show on the overhead because it's a little weird. So this is a kind of an interesting cable we found while looking for something else. I was actually looking for a 6-pin version, but I found a 10-pin version. So it's a socket. It's a little tough to tell with a photo, but this is a plug that fits into a USB teeny, and this is Becky's. And it comes out to separated pins, and so this can be useful if you this is actually also a 10-pin JTAG connector can be used for this. This is good if you're plugging into something and you have to swap around the pins, or you want to be a little more flexible.
Is that a socket?
Well, I mean, it's a socket with pins in it.
It's a socket with pins. What do you call that? A socket with pins?
It is weird because usually a plug would be it would not have the housing around it. And what I wanted was actually the 6-pin version, but unfortunately this part here, I actually looked at every manufacturer of this part, and none of them make a 6-pin version, so I only have 10-pin. But it's still pretty handy. Okay. And it's a little handy thing in your toolbox.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving along here.
Keep moving along.
What's this thing?
That is a JST extension cable. 1 second. It's in here. Okay. So this is another one that has to be shown on the overhead because it's a little weird.
You're like Felix the Cat with that thing. Does anyone know who Felix the Cat is? I might be old. Felix the Cat is baggy, keep pulling out stuff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't remade Felix and ruined it.
I
hope there's no Hollywood executives watching this.
So we have. Can you go to the overhead?
Oh.
So we have LiPoly batteries and also like these really cool 3 AAA battery holders with a switch that I like for wearable projects. But the problem is that sometimes your project is on a hat or a scarf or you're just building some other kind of project, and the battery is not going to be close to the plug because these cables are not that long. They're only 4 or 5 inches. And so we have this cable that's really long. It's 500 millimeters. It's a half a meter long, which is about 2 feet or so, a little bit less. And it's extension, and it's we got these really nice cables with the sort of zippy line. And then you can plug your pack into one end, and then it's nicely heat shrunk and solid connection. And then you get an extension to the other end, so you get much more length. So it's just something people have been asking for. Becky was asking for this for wearable projects.
Oh, now speaking of, look at these photos of this in action. Look at that.
Yay.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was looking around. I'm like, there is no such thing out there for this, and people wanted it. So
all right, we got some open beam, 2 different colors.
This I couldn't bring. There was no time for me to go through every part of it. But basically, we have the open beam starter kit, and it's just mostly some right angle bracket and some pieces. This is the machinist kit. Comes with 4 stepper mounts, 2 servo mounts, multiple connections, huge bags of screws, tons of open beam. This is 15 millimeter beam. We'll also soon be having some 20 millimeter beam, which will be exciting. So look forward to that if you want to build slightly bigger machines. These sold out real fast. We're getting more. They're a fantastic way to sort of stock your workshop with everything you need to basically build not a 3D printer, but a robot that maybe dispenses
Lady Ada
soda.
Tested and approved.
Yeah, I like this stuff. This is good stuff. What's cool about this is it doesn't use special nuts. It just uses standard nuts. The gap is exactly the same size as a M3 hex nut.
Okay, moving right along. Slip rings.
Yeah, these I'll show these because it's been a while. We had 6-wire slip rings, both the teeny capsule and the flange type. And some people are like, well, I have more than 6 wires. And I was like, okay, I'll get the 12-wire version. It's a little more expensive. I actually wasn't expecting people to need 12 wires. But they did. So now we have a 12-wire version.
All right. And then do you want to go to the overhead or do you want to keep going?
No, I'll just show it on the overhead real fast so that people can see what's going on here. So a slip ring is basically you have 12 wires on either side. And in the middle is a capsule. And there's these little gold fingers. We actually have a video of taking this apart in one of the product pages. So this can twist around, but it maintains contact at all times. So it's really handy for power and data transmission on something that's twisting or turning or... I actually thought these would be really cool for wearable projects or robots where the head is twisting. You don't want to make sure that the wires don't bind.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun for an LED thing that you spin around, a big POV thing. I forgot the name of the thing with the ball on the end. Bolo. You smash people with it. Yeah. With the spikes. But instead it would have LEDs.
Oh, that's a mace.
And be filled with love. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Another version of it.
Yeah, this is the version with flange. It's just easier to attach to something. It's a little bigger.
Yeah.
But it has mounting holes.
All right. Next up.
Mini barcode scanner module. I was actually looking for this because I wanted to use. I was looking for a little OEM module to use in the shop, and I found this maker of these little modules. These are cool because, and this is something that's like only people who are hardcore barcode enthusiasts know about. There's two types of scanners. One's a mirror where the mirror shakes back and forth. And those are less expensive.
That's a clever hack that someone figured out.
It is cool, but the problem is that you're dependent on this like moving mirror, and it's like it's hard. You can't move them fast, and they're not meant for like they're not rugged and as durable because they have this moving assembly inside. These are CCD image. There's actually a camera inside, and the camera takes a photo, and there's this red light that provides contrast. It takes a photo, and then when it takes a photo, it decodes the image.
It's also clever because you think it's a laser, like a thing.
It looks like it, but it's not. That's just the contrast bar. So it's not a
really
laser.
Clever people out there.
But it's a little bit more expensive. But this makes it very small. So these are very compact, which I really like. And they're programmable. There's a huge manual, and you can like set all the settings. We have two types. You have the PS2. Which has a PS2 keyboard wedge. That's good for like an Arduino.
I'll go this way.
Yeah, if you want to use this with like an Arduino or like a basic stamp or a propeller or something, you want this one because PS2 is a very microcontroller friendly protocol. 5 volts. It's like simple bit output. There's a library on Arduino. We plug it in. It works out of the box. It's really lovely. We also have a USB version. A USB version is for people who want to build like little tablet-controlled things, or like a Raspberry Pi thing, or people build something that has a USB host. This one, it looks like a keyboard. If when you type, when you barcode scan it, it types it out. Yeah. So I just thought I would show the barcode scan. Yeah, people want to see what it looks like in action. So I have it on the overhead. So it's just the head, and then there's this cable, and then this is the USB one, and it's just connected to a hub. I just wanted to power
bleep,
it.
Bleep, bleep.
There's a beeper. You can disable the beeper by scanning a special barcode in the manual. There's a button that you can use to like kind of force activate, but it auto scan. You can see it's taking a photo every like few seconds or milliseconds here to scan it, and then you can replace this cable if you don't want to stick a cable. Like you can make your own thing. And so this
is cool.
This is like a smart tester I got. And you can see.
Wow!
Hold on a second.
Well, I just heard a beep. I think you do want to do it. Yeah, like a beep beep.
Yeah, it's fast. You just have to get it so that the image is right on top. So I'm scanning the barcode. So it's quite fast. You just kind of have to remember it's not a laser, so you don't want it to be really close. It has to be like 6 to 12 inches away. That's ideal.
This is cool.
And it only does linear barcodes. These do not do QR codes.
Yeah.
So just so you know.
And one of the fun things is we're kind of eating our own dog food. We use all this stuff in production now.
And then you can see this is the cameras in the middle, and this is the lens that emits the light.
We use this with some of our inventory systems, and also on a side note, we made a Raspberry Pi based receiving system. Jordan built that. Very cool.
So the PS2 one is very similar, but they're not. They are different. They have different chips on them, so you have to buy one. You can't swap one to the other.
Moving right along. This is a goth toothbrush for brushing your dark teeth.
Goths?
No. Okay.
Well, I was actually cleaning some circuit boards in the office. We soldered some circuit boards, and I wanted to clean them up. And I was actually annoyed because I'm like, I don't have a brush for cleaning a circuit board. Because some people are really picky. I was actually trying to get like little bits of solder off, but like some people they like to take the rosin off. Yeah. Or if you're using very active flux. You have to clean it off with a little bit of like rubbing alcohol, and you scrub it with this. And this is just, the photo is really good, so I'll just check out the photo. But it's an ESD safe brush, and these are fantastic. It's got nice stiff bristles, but not so stiff that it'll damage your board.
Okay, so it's not the Robert Smith Colgate edition.
Robert Smith
from The Cure.
Robert Smith.
Not that.
No.
Okay, fine. All right, let's keep moving.
Robert Smith did not have this big teeth.
Okay.
Okay, we have a bevy of these breakout boards because we have them in like every size. So these are little circuit boards, and you can just spin through the photos. On one side they have a SOIC surface mount part. On the other side they have a TSOP surface mount part. And basically you can solder a chip on, and then you can use it in a through-hole breadboard, or you can solder wires to it. So in the shop right now, I think we have 28, 20, and 16 pin ones, and then on Monday morning we'll get the remaining in. We have the 8 pin, the 12 pin, the 14 pin, And the some of them come in packs of 3. No, sorry, the small ones come in packs of 6s. The larger one come in pack of 3s. Yeah. So you get 3 of the identical one because you always want to have a couple extra kicking around.
Yeah.
And they all have 0.6-inch spacing except for the teeniest one all the way to the right, which is 0.3-inch spacing. So it's the same size as a dip.
No, Lady Ada, I've shopped around because I was looking around and I've noticed that other stores online, they only sell you one and they're only one side and they charge more.
If you go to like DigiKey, these are like $10.
Why would they do that to people?
Because they're not cool.
Really?
Because they don't have golf toothbrushes.
Yeah?
No, actually, I remember when I was in school, I bought some surfboards, that's what they're called, from DigiKey, and we paid like $4 or $5 for a single board. And so it's actually funny. I designed these boards. I should post up a screenshot. I have these boards in my like Media Lab folder that I've like, copied.
Yeah.
I designed these in like 2003, and I made a run of them.
You were so upset. You've told me this story and you showed me.
I was so pissed because I was like, "What do you mean I'm paying $5 per? I can like make a pile of these and send them off and get them made." Yeah. So actually, I did, and that was back in like 2003 or 2004 or whatever. And not even earlier, maybe 2002. I don't remember. No, 2003, when I was about to graduate, I made a whole bunch of these. And then I was like, oh, I should have these in the shop. And I just kind of put it off until during the Christmas break. I was like, yeah, I should really do that. Sat down and with help from Mike Stone, we like blasted these out.
I like when you get angry, you just like hit EagleCAD.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm just going to open this up and make a bunch of hardware.
I'm not an angry drunk. I'm an angry layout person. Right. Anyway, so check these out. We'll have also a 48 pin. Yeah. And we'll also have a bunch of little transistor, like SOT 23s and TO 252s. We have 3 more board sets coming in.
We got to keep moving here. Next up,
crimpers. These are actually also not in the store yet. These will be in the store on Monday. But hey, sign up now. Yeah. These are some pretty sweet ratcheting crimpers. I really like these. They're not too expensive, but they can crimp a wide range. Some 28 American wire gauge up to I think 16 or something. So they'll do like some of the most common crimper things if you're making wire harnesses. Making wire harnesses sucks, so having a good crimper is good. And I've used non-ratcheting ones. The nice thing about these is they release when you put enough pressure on them, so you can't crush the connector too much because it'll snap open.
Okay. Next up, look at this.
This is another new one that's not in the store yet. You put up all these in. This is a Promo Proto that fits in a Altoid Smalls. We'll show these also next week.
When this is posted up, all the products will be in. We just ran out of time on Friday. Yeah. We had a big meeting.
But it's cool. So it's a little circuit board. So it's mint small. These small tins are cute. Yeah. So this is a little mint tin, and it has like it's like a little teeny proto board. You could probably make a mini project in there and shove it in a tin.
Okay. Next up, what are these things?
These are just JST cables. We sell them in pairs now.
Okay. Got that going on. All right.
This is an update.
Okay.
We also have an update. We now carry the Alpha Clock 5.
Yeah.
Right? That's the name of it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. The Alpha Clock 5 in white. It is blinding.
Look at that. And it's 10% off with the code tonight.
Yeah.
But only tonight.
It's a huge clock. We have one in the office. It's awesome.
Yeah. And now, the absolute star of the show. I'm going to take off the logo here. I'm going to take off us. Just look at this. Just look at this. This is the new Hakko Digital.
I want to lick this
and
thing.
Photo by John Janier.
Classic.
Just look at it. Okay, Lady Ada, what is new about this?
Okay, this is the new Hakko Digital. We have it like super soon. I ordered them as soon as they announced that we would be able to order them. So it's got the same joyous Hakko colors. Hold on, let me pick up my Hakko. Wait, mine got turned around a little bit here. It's got the same joyous Hakko colors.
Let me get you. Let's get it. I'm going to get me out of here. Okay.
Yeah, I want to hold this up.
Look at that.
So it's got a display, and you can set the display, and it heats up super fast. You can see it's going up like 200, and it's in Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can set it in Celsius. But check the manual. There probably is a way to set it into Celsius mode, but I use Fahrenheit anyways. It can do lead free. It actually goes like up to like 800 some odd degrees. It's got the same lovely tip selection. You can just use it. Actually, the actual wand is the same. Just the body's different. So it's on off, and then you can set the temperature using these buttons. Digital readout, so you can have precision output. It's heating up here. This is awesome. This is like super high quality. It's as heavy as heck. It heated up already. Like that's actually really fast. Like most irons don't heat up so fast. Even I have an old Hakko, the 936 behind me, the black ones, and they heat up. It takes like 2 or 3 times as long.
This is a fantastic iron.
So this is a sweet, sweet iron, and we have a bunch of them. I'm glad to have both the analog and digital. I think that honestly, the analog ones are extremely good, and you don't have to be more precise than like 50 degrees when you're soldering. But some people just want to have a digital output. Understand it. If you're willing to pay a little bit more, you can get that digital output.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna look at this photo again for a second. Just look at it. Isn't that beautiful? I want to zoom in a little bit there. Very beautiful.
It's very glossy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do this interesting sort of ceramic finish. I know it's like a metal ceramic feel finish. It's an interesting style.
It's a beautifully designed thing, and it works great.
And I know at first people are like, oh, like the purple and yellow is kind of weird, but actually kind of like, I kind of like it because it stands out.
Yeah, it's grown on me, and because it stands out, and when you look at it across a room, you're like, oh, that's a Hakko.
Yeah.
It's neat. Okay. Guess what? You got through all the new products.
I tried to go as fast as possible.
Good job.